3, 2, 1.
You push the button yet?
Yeah.
All right, we're in. Cool. What's up, everyone? You know, I realized that I left without filming the Art of Ram today, so I'm back, and we're closed, and we're here at the Third Layer Skate Park back in Golden Valley. And today, again, we've been working on our mini ramp beginner tricks. Today's the rock fakie. Yesterday we did the slash grind. That turned out great. And rock fakie today. So we're just gonna keep adding and adding, and if you're watching this right now, you've taken on skateboard, and I hope that this finds you in a spot where you're like, all right, I want rock fakies, and this is gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to do it. So here we go. Art of Ram, rock fakie. So setting it up, all right? Let's just start out with our basic riding stances set up for it. That'll be our foot placement, all right? So once again, we're gonna have our front foot covering the front two bolts, or the back two bolts on the front truck, and foot on the tail, all right? So a couple things we want to talk about with the rock fakie, you guys. As we come up, we're gonna try a couple different things. We're gonna run through a couple different things. What we're gonna try to do the first time is not just go for it the first time. We're gonna try to break it down for you guys so you mentally are prepared for what's about to happen, because sometimes coming out of a rock to fakie, a lot of things could go haywire. We'll just say that, all right? Things can happen, like a hang-up can happen. So to prepare yourself with your pads, obviously have your knee pads and your helmet on, but maybe you want to put an elbow pad on your rear elbow, because when we do fakie tricks, the tendency is to fall back on our rear elbow, and that can be a common slam that we take. Take that precaution if you want a little extra protection when you're going into battle trying the rock to fakie, okay? So here we go. We're going to start up, and I'm going to just start on the roller right here. And what I'm going to try to do is take it with more speed than I need, and I'm going to get comfortable almost rolling out. I want my back truck to hit the coping, not my front truck, I don't want to lock up right here. I actually want to learn to go up to my back truck. That's how you do a proper rock to fakie, all right? In mini ramps, sometimes it's not necessary, but if you want a lot of speed out of this, use the rock fakie as a setup trick. You're going to go all the way up to your truck. So here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to get some speed. I'm going to try to go up and just stop. All right, I just want to be like, okay, that is the board position, all right? The bailout of this is going to be just something like that, all right? That's how you're going to bail out. We've been talking about bailout patterns. It's worked for me since the beginning, since I started using knee pads, all right? So it's been over 10 years I've been wearing knee pads, and it's been 9 years, all right? I don't want to age myself. And again, if you're an old skater getting back into it, you're not too old to skate, you're just too old to fall down. Remember that, all right, guys? So first things first, get all the way up there, stop, just be like, okay, I'm in the middle of my board, or I'm up there, I'm stalled. Now I've got to talk about going backwards, all right? I got to go back into the ramp fakie. So one thing that we're going to want to do, and this might just be easier to do without the board, is as we're up here and we're like 1 foot into the ramp, 1 foot out, we can stall. If we're up on top or we're up on our front foot, we'll stall, all right? And we'll demonstrate that here in a second. But to ride away from a rock fakie, a couple things need to happen. You get up into the stall, you have your eyes travel from your front foot through the middle of the board all the way fakie as you start leaning back into the ramp. So you really want to get back at this angle of the ramp where you're leaning in, and as you come up into a rock fakie, you actually push your front foot and the weight over the deck, but you're leaning back into the ramp. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like the opposite of dropping in. In dropping in, you lean forward, then press down. In a rock fakie, you push the board forward and lean back, all right? So it's kind of like the opposite of that. So let's try a couple more here. All right, so I'm gonna ride away from this one. I'm gonna demonstrate the lean back and sort of that look with my head. So that's what you're gonna really be focusing on. And again, we're going fakie, so no need to turn your upper body. All right, keep your upper body straight. So here we go. Oh, lean back and ride away. Now as I start coming into the ramp, that's when I start looking back, okay? So that's gonna definitely take some time, and that's probably the biggest hang up from people is that actual look back. Now, as we come up the ramp, imagine my hands are my feet. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna lift up my board, and then I'm gonna slam it down, and I'm gonna, if my arms are my legs, I'm gonna push my front leg out, and my back arm is gonna be my back leg. It's gonna be bent, right? I'm putting my weight on my back leg, but I'm pushing weight down to stall it. I'm gonna start sliding back probably as I begin, and I'm gonna have to lift up the board. So the motion of that, as you're coming faking, you're gonna have to lift your leg like that. Now you don't have to lift it all the way up as if you were gonna do a tail stall, but you are gonna have to unload the weight. So unload the weight, and as you unload that weight, that's when you start looking back and you spot your landing, all right? So let's do a couple more. All right, got James Hazlitt. James, you got any other tips you can add?
No, man, you're doing great.
You're too kind, James, you're too kind. Stay low, always stay low. There's that push, all right? Here we go again. Push, look back. What have I been telling you guys since day one? Don't look at your feet, all right? Now you're gonna your peripheral vision is gonna see your feet and the board as you ride away, but don't focus on that board. Feel the board. See with the feeling of your feet. Does that make sense? See with feeling. Whoa, crazy. That's some yoga stuff right there. Here we go. A couple more times. Again, like I've always said, do this on the exhale. Breathe out as you're doing this trick. It's going to just make you calm. Watch the upper body on this one. It doesn't really do anything. And then get low. Try to pump up. All right? Now, you might roll up and just roll back in. I am not going to demonstrate that because I could fall extremely hard, and I do not want to do that. All right? Other than that, if you're a shorter kid and you're just really not as tall as me, or you're not full grown yet, maybe try a little narrower stance. Bring your foot back a little bit closer. That might help you out a little bit. Other than that, you guys, it's going to take a couple tries probably. Sometimes kids get up there and they start freaking out and they do kind of this thing and they're hesitating. Try not to let that happen, you know? Just go for it, you know? You're gonna lean back, and if you lean back, you're not looking at your board, you're gonna ride away, all right? It's just gonna happen. Remember, don't freak out on the ride away. Just ride away and don't move, all right? Common thing that's gonna happen, kids will come up, they'll put too much weight on their front foot, they'll go lean back, and then they'll put the weight back on the front foot, and they'll loop out. Don't do that either. Just remember our fakie. If you need some tips on fakie, go back to skateboard basics. As you ride away, stay centered. That's it. Don't make adjustments on the front, too much weight on the back. Just bone it out, as we say. Bone the foot over the deck, look back, ride away. You might hang, you might clank the trucks and the wheels a little bit, but you'll know if you're on, you know, because you'll be standing up still, period. Other than that, you guys, I hope that helps you out with the rock to fakie. Remember your bailout pattern. You can get up there. I'm going to show you one more bailout pattern just because we didn't really spend much time on that, and I really like explaining that. Here's me committing to it and then being like, nah, I'm not feeling it. All right, so I'm going to go up. So see right there, I tried to do a little hesitation for you, a little catch, a little hang up, and just said, nope, that's it. I'm bailing out. So use that stuff. Build up the technique, you guys. Just keep working on it, you know. Start slow, maybe you get all the way up, and then eventually you're going to be locking up the back truck, and you're going to be lifting it up and going straight in fakie, and it's going to feel like $1,000,000 out there. Ram it down, subscribe below, tell your friends about this video, and we'll see you tomorrow. Who knows what we're going to do? Stay tuned. See you later.